Well, I am Kat, and I'm founder of weThink. And for the last 10 years, I've worked with hundreds of students, parents, and educators to address a huge problem, a lack of soft skill or social emotional learning developments. In 2015, I partnered with a Riot Games team member to bring my skills building methods and esports together. And I've been working at the nexus of esports and edtech ever since. In 2019, I started weThink. So weThink is a software built with multiplayer esports environments in mind to improve team performance by developing the soft skills and behaviors that matter most, like leadership, teamwork, problem solving, and character. weThink is like analytics for the soft skills of a user. Imagine a world where our students are graduating high school and college, not with a GPA and a degree, but an understanding of their grit, resilience, their own leadership and character traits with verified badging. The future of education and the workforce is this essential skill development and skill set, and we believe this is served best by gaming universes. K through grade, we do not have a good solution to analyze and develop these in-demand skills, but weThink is doing just that. We are evidence-based and research-backed, using a proprietary network of skills that we've worked with Kansas University's Achievement and Assessment Institute on. We chose the skills that you're seeing on the left based on 3 criteria: measurability, malleability, and meaningfulness. And we approach these skills like a network. We've mapped them together so as to best understand mastery across complete profile and to collect useful data about how to develop these skills most efficiently, as well as eventually to be able to pair or cast teams based on a skills profile and predict the success of that team. Of course, that's not limited to only esports, but we can talk about that later. From this network of skills, we surface data on insights on the top 5 level skills most relatable for teams and taught through esports. Here's how we're working. We work with institutions, organizations, and leagues that have teams and objectives. So we're selling B2B to institutions like high schools and universities, leagues and organizations that have leagues like the Air Force and more. Our age focus is 13 plus. We work in cadence with many popular esport games. Our application prompts surveys and assessments to players and uses that data to infer a skills mastery level. These inputs and levels are tracked and surfaced to coaches, educators, and/or managers of the players and teams and provide suggestions for improvement at both a team and individual level. And we're developing our algorithms to pair the best possible profiles for team performance. Great, this slide, thank you. We've produced some pretty awesome outcomes so far. And as you can see here, this is one of many testimonials from our partners. In under 9 months, this partner 10x the size of their contract with us. They went from $6,700 a year to $67,000 a year. The opportunity is huge and our timing is right. Esports is a massively growing market and it allows us to have channels in future of work and in edtech. We're partnering with large esports companies because we can tap into funding that they cannot through learning organizations that want to engage in esports and learning through games meaningfully. By focusing on esports as our fulcrum without altering our product, we've gotten organic and fervent interest from organizations like the Air Force, including Air University and AETC. Awesome, thanks. Our business model is a subscription for the weThink software, plus some professional development and coaching certifications. We're now at about 280,000 in annual recurring revenue, with most of our users being high school and colleges. We're adding the Air Force right now. And so that 280,000 does not include the Air Force. Because of our product, our users have seen some incredible results. I just want to point out that the retention metric you're seeing here isn't a SaaS retention metric. It is an education attendance metric, which is a huge deal as a selling point for our educational partners, because that's how they get money, essentially. All of our early pilot revenue and all of our early pilot adopters have renewed 100%. And all of our early pilots were paid. These are our nearest competitors. One of them, Embellis, has already been acquired. We're thinking much differently about our technology, including that learning map I mentioned earlier. And we're working through esports, which gives us an advantage and an opportunity to be a market leader right now. We have the right team and advisors to do this with expertise in gaming, analytics, and education technology. I'd like to point out Nick Potter, who's our CTO. He's had 15 years of human capital development research and predictive and prescriptive analytics with the US Navy. He's a master chief. Wendy LeDuc has over 35 years of working with companies like Apple and Dell and Microsoft, pairing them up and selling into educational institutions. And Matt Parks, who comes from Lego and Ubisoft, globalizing their education products. Our impact potential is huge. We're a new way and a much more effective way to approach skill development, and we have an impact across a diverse population. We're raising $1 million round on a convertible note to focus on sales and marketing efforts right now and add a couple product features.